Nagaland News Network is privileged to be sitting here with Imkong Imchen. He is a veteran politician in the state government and also the advisor of IPR and soil and water conservation. He was also in charge of home many years ago, sir. You were holding a very, yes.
2008 to 13.
Okay, sir. So thank you so much for speaking to Nagaland News Network. Of course, we are here. You are a senior BJP leader. And till today, after the Lok Sabha election results were out, we have not really heard of any BJP leader coming out and speaking to the media as such or giving a one-on-one interview. Of course, press releases were issued. But also, sir, we are here to ask you, what is your opinion on the result? Of course, now it has passed. The moment has passed, and we are very happy with, of course, Subung Marin Jamir's victory. But also, the leaders such as you and the Deputy Chief Minister and many others were very confident from the BJP of winning the Lok Sabha. Can you tell us what happened, sir? What went wrong?
Well, previously, BJP and the NDPP jointly set up the Rajya Sabha Domini in the form of Pangnong Konyak. So this time round, it was the turn of the NDPP to represent Naga people in Lok Sabha. And accordingly, NDPP has chosen Dr. Champion, who was and still is a very good personality in the form of public servant. And we fully agree and endorse his candidature of the two coalition partners, NDPP and the BJP. And besides that, the remaining 23 MLAs also, belonging to different political parties, they all have fully endorsed and supported the candidature of the PTA candidate, Dr. Champion. Now, the election campaign launched, but Nagaland Baptist Church Council and then the Congress Party, they've started playing a religious card against the BJP. I was watching the progress of the campaign. Not a single individual nor party at any point of time they have criticized NDPP and then candidate of Dr. Champion. They focus only on the BJP, and then everybody went out and out against the BJP candidature. Whereas the BJP has never contested the Lok Sabha election in Nagaland. That is the irony. Now, result did came out, and then the Congress has scored in a massive way. That Subung Marin became lucky, and he got elected. He will be representing Naga people in the 18 Lok Sabha. That is one story. The other side of the story is, yes, there were instances of religious atrocities across the country during the last 5 years, but most of these so-called incidents were fact. It was never proven in any court of law, nor proper FIR was lodged. So many of these incidents were magnified, exaggerated, misrepresented by the fourth estate, I should say, and politically motivated campaign. There were all these so-called atrocities which were depicted in the social media or in the print media were manufactured or fabricated.
So you were saying there was a propaganda.
Yeah, propaganda instrument to use against the BJP party. And it was severely affected in Nagaland as a Christian state. So we could not counter. Therefore, Naga public went along with the religious sentiments and voted against the PT candidate. Unfortunately, Dr. Champion happened to be the casualty. And on the opposite side, Sungmurn, perhaps Sungmurn, right from his childhood, I know him. He was such a humble boy and humble public servant. He became lucky. On the top of that, I believe in the words of God. It was given by our Baptist Church, Mongtang, in 2008 at Imbo. Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. And then I fully accept it. And therefore, those who are chosen by God, they will become the ruler.
Yes.
That is the word of God. I believe in it. So the humble, the meek became the strong. So I sent my comment to him that your humbleness has earned a seat. Accept it with thanksgiving to God. That's what I said.
And his humbleness, but what about the overconfidence of BJP leaders that time, knowing that?
Let us not put the BGP singularly.
Yes, of course.
PTA, constituent, 60 member. I do agree with you. 60 member were a little bit complacent.
68 and 0, yes.
Yeah, and he was not a member. Someone was never a member. He was just a humble personality. We talk complacency than the hard work. Election, we are dealing with human beings. No? We are dealing with human beings. And humans are equal. And therefore, election means we have to be very serious. But when in Naga society, when church stands, then it becomes a rather difficult negotiable thing.
So why is the government so weak in this, in telling the church that the policy making should be with the hands of the government and not the church? Why is the government so weak? And you are part of the government.
You have a substance there. Basically, I'm only an advisor in the government.
Considering you were also home minister once, and throughout you have seen it happening.
Long time ago.
Yes.
Long time ago. I was looking after so many, more than 10, 13 department till the other day. But today I'm not in the government, basically. I'm only an advisor which doesn't have constitutional mandate to take decisions. Advisor doesn't have constitutional mandate, okay, by law. And therefore we are not in the policy making party of the government.
And the church also is not policy making.
Church is a voluntary organization in a way, but it is all theory comes into play. Church and state relationship, and then church and state conflict. So Naka people generally we are religiously sentimental, no? So sometimes religious overtake our political dynamics. And for this time round, pastors and missionaries standing from the church platform to talk against the BTE candidate and then BGV. Not necessarily BTE candidate, but BGV. BGV, he wanted to liquidate the BGV party. I don't endorse such kind of understanding on the church leadership. I'm also a BGB, but I'm also a Baptist member. So why they should unnecessarily excommunicate all the BGB members from the Nagaland churches? Indirectly, they are excommunicating us instead of bringing us into their fold. Their main the basic issue is soul winning. Soul winning is the basic function and duties of the church. But instead, they involved in politics, which is very unfortunate. They shouldn't have involved in that way. Politics belongs to the way, but Jesus says that let the share of the Caesar be given to Caesar, and let the share of the cup be given to God. That means Jesus, our God, he also acknowledges the existence of the authority of the church, because the authority of the church as well as the authority of the state are all God's institution. So both of them should go hand in hand and then side by side. There should not be any conflict. That is my understanding.
But this is just an example, the Lok Sabha elections, the polls and the result. What are we teaching our young generation, the younger generation with this, that the church and religion should come in the middle and then the government has no say? Are we teaching the right thing to the youth right now? Because if this is how things are going to be won, elections are going to be won, then it will continue to go on like this.
I do agree. Government definitely has certain responsibility towards the making up a good roadmap for the younger generation. We are also feeling in this front, I admit, feeling in this front because I was there in the policy making party of the cabinet for 3 terms. And then the 13th house, of course I was in the opposition. 14th house is, right now it is 14th house, but I'm not in the government. Rather, I'm not in the cabinet. And therefore, I do not know what is going on, policy making party. Government is cabinet, no? And cabinet itself is the government, by law and by theory. So what are the agendas set in the cabinet? That becomes a government decision. Therefore, there are certain areas where government in its leadership require introspection and take corrective measure. That's what I do admit.
All right, sir. Moving along to other topics, the ULB election is just around the corner, and now people are in full mode declaring their candidates. The parties are declaring their candidates. The ticket distribution today itself, the NPP and BJP is handing over tickets. And I'm not sure if you're aware about the handing over of your own party, the ticket handing. So this is happening as we speak, actually, right now in Dimapur. So can you tell us about where is it going now again with this ULB election with the BJP? You think again people are going to use the religious card again with this ULB elections?
That I am not aware, but allow me to go somewhere else.
Okay, sure.
Well, this Inview area, they have boycotted the parliamentary election. And they have also clearly announced that they are not going to participate in the ULB election. That means they are going to boycott it.
Correct. They're standing firm on that.
They are very firm. I believe in it. No, they are part of Nagaland. They are Nagas. Almost half of Nagaland is not participating in the parliamentary election and then ULP election. Are you really serious to go ahead with your ULP election? There may be Supreme Court ruling. Direction that the state government should conduct ULP election, even giving them timeline. But look in the ground reality. Half of Nagaland is saying no. Are you going ahead with it? Then we will call ourselves as a Democrat. Constitution of India says that we are Democrat. When half of your people are saying that something is wrong, instead of looking at it and then try to take care of it, the union government last year, they have given the official draft to the state government, seeking state government recommendation on the draft memorandum. I believe the state government has not given its recommendation as yet, even though it is already 6-7 months. And unless the state government gives its recommendation, the union government will not take decision as per the 7th schedule of the Constitution. And therefore, to me, that is a priority. Then you'll be.
Okay.
There may be legal direction.
Yes.
But if we play it in a proper way, how about democratic representation? They have not casted, rather they have boycotted the parliamentary election. And then if they are going to boycott the local party election, then 2 consecutive elections they are boycotting.
Back to back.
The canon of law should also be reasoned. And at the same time, I thought this problem should be taken precedence over all others. To me, ULP election will be half representation.
So it is not fair to have the ULB elections
That's
as
what
this.
I meant to say.
Okay.
That's-
Okay.
When half of your people is not representing,
Then what's
what is the word of having the election?
So isn't that supposed to be a representation submitted by the government then? Shouldn't the government take a stand on that to say that?
Government of Nagaland should give its recommendation to the union government.
Why? And then
Why delay?
yes.
Why delay? And the EMBO has also issued a statement that you are delaying things. Then ULP election is forced upon us by Supreme Court. And therefore, I think you are inviting trouble rather than trying to solve the problem.
Okay. The EN.
I am less concerned about the party ticket distribution or what not this thing. I am more focused on the Tunsang and Mount
And the rest of the
EMU area issue. Half of Nagaland is saying that something is wrong. That should be addressed first.
And Nagaland is losing out a lot of ENPOs not participating. I think the state is also going to lose a lot. Do you agree with that?
Yes. State has been losing for the last 20 years about the monetary thing because of the non-conduct of the local parties election. We know. But all those things, let us not go into detail. Whatever has failed or whatever has done, it is gone. But out of the past mistake and out of the past achievement, we have to learn, isn't it? For today and then tomorrow. So we have not learned anything, I think, from the past activities. That's why we are continuing to commit mistake.
Yeah, Yes, but then the ENPO also has a representative in the Rajya Sabha in the form of a member of parliament in the Rajya Sabha. And, why is she so silent on this? We have not heard,
No,
or maybe they are having internal conversations and meetings which we are not aware of. But why is it becoming more and more difficult to achieve their stand, their FNT demand?
similarly, I have also stated in the House last year and then previous year. So uh, we have a constitution of India. We should march and work within the parameters of the constitution of India. Now we have representatives in both houses of parliament, but legally speaking, it is the state government which is a constituent unit. State government which is the nodal as per the constitutional framework. And therefore, union government has asked the state government recommendation. That is the requirement of law. State government is delaying. That is one.
Why do you think they're delaying? What
The reason behind known only by the who are in the cabinet.
you are you are part of the government, sir? Maybe.
I am only in the treasurer bench. I don't have a constitutional mandate to take decision.
But you do know.
Advisor doesn't have constitutional mandate to take decision, policy decision.
But you know the reason, the delay.
I may be knowing wrong or right, I may be doing something, but I shouldn't be speaking or misleading the people. My opinion may be there, but that is not the government decision. My opinion is my opinion only. Well, I have been speaking in the House also that over the years we have elected representatives from this EMPO area. And you're holding the important position in the cabinet of the government. If something is wrong, it should be collective responsibility, not necessarily remaining 40. But 40 into 20 plus 20, 60 members should be held collectively responsible if there's any weakness.
Yes. Yeah.
Not necessarily only 40. 20 is also equally responsible. Whether good or bad, no?
Yes.
It was a cabinet collective decision.
Correct.
Whether in the social media or in the print media, some of them were talking that we were not given state chief ministership. No! State chief ministership is not by quota. We have a political party system under Constitution of India. So which party got the majority will be in the treasurer bench. Which party is in a majority, you'll elect your own leader. It cannot go by tribe. It cannot go by district. But whoever commands the leadership of that political party will become the chief minister. So also the prime minister.
Yeah.
So it cannot be under reservation quota.
Yes.
No.
Yes, of course.
And then, of course, when the Rio left for the Lok Sabha, we are the one who supported the EMPO candidature, Mr. Noki Kongyak. I supported, especially myself, I supported up to the last. But this 20 minutes, most of them supported T.R. Ziliang. I sit in the house. It was for the chief ministership of Nagaland.
And then they defected.
They themselves have supported T.R. Ziliang. Then they are coming that the chief ministership was also not given. What the Holy Ghost? We should not speak up to that extent, huh? Misleading its own people. Yeah. And then it's supplying of wrong education. Wrong education to his own people. Yes. These are the things.
Yeah, I agree with that. This is the issue of the last elections where they defected, with their Ziliang to go. That is, yes.
No. They have not defected.
the 12th
Ryu has
NPF.
resigned from his chief ministership.
Yes.
So Ryu has entrusted the legislative party to elect its own leadership. We are the one who supported Noki Goyak, and then most of them supported the T.R. Zilang, so T.R. Zilang became the chief minister. That is the story. But my point is, we are the one who supported legislature from the EMPO, Mr. In the form person of Mr. Noki Goyak. Especially myself, I supported up to the last moment. I supported him, Noki.
Okay, Wang now.
Yeah, because he was 8 times or 7 times MLA in the House. One of the most veteran experienced politician, and then legislature, senior most. So he is capable. Because of his capability, dear people have been electing him. That is his quality. So that is that. But I am talking about the EMPO leadership. They were complaining that even chief minister was not given to us. This is a childish talk, I should say. We have supported you. You people, you yourself have supported others.
Yes.
That is my argument.
And what about this recent development of, again, another veteran politician of the NDPP, Tokyo Yeptomi, leaving the party, resigning from the party? Tokyo, the former Rajya Sabha MP.
Yeah.
So, why do you think that happened? Why?
Let him, you ask him. You ask him. Please don't ask me about that. Please.
What about you, sir? Would you be on the same boat till?
I'm in the PGB.
Yes. So, would you?
Taking advantage of your question, last year, innocent IM accused me of this nasty thing, na? PGB. তুমি PGB defect করেছি, defect করে. Sala, when do I defect that? I resigned Imkong Imchen, resigned from the membership of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Honorable Speaker of the Assembly accepted my resignation. Only then I joined the BGB. I never joined BGB as MLA. I joined only as a simple citizen of India. Then I got elected from BGB. Of course, you were against me even during the election. I am people. You were against my candidature. But my people said that no, he will represent us. So that was the story. So I was one who resigned my membership of the Nagaland Assembly, and Honorable Speaker of the House accepted my resignation. I was free from all encumbrances, legal encumbrances. Then only I joined PGB. I have a right to join any party as a free man. So that is the story, factual life. Now, defecting to other party, I don't think there is any reason. So I should not be defecting. See, as a MLA, even as an intending candidate, while filing our nomination papers, we have been taking oath under the Constitution of India, Article 197, I think. Then after having elected, we have taken oath as a member of the House. In the name of God. I have been taking my oath in the name of God over the years to abide by the Constitution of India and to defend its integrity of India. And as a minister, even as an advisor, I have taken oath. So all the 60 members who have taken oath with solemn affirmation or in the name of God. We have taken our allegiance, obedient allegiance to the Constitution of India. So we are Indians. We are Indian citizens. We are bona fide member of the Indian citizens.
Right.
We have accepted the Constitution of India by fact. And now if you talk something else, you are international. I'm very simple, but I wanted to be very honest with my people. Therefore, whether on political issue or social issue, any other relevant issue, you should not be misleading your people. You should not miseducating your people under any circumstances. To speak the truth, as Jesus has said in the St. John chapter, truth is bitter, but it shall make you free. To speaking truth, there is nothing wrong. Rather, it makes your mind free. Women reservation is a deserving decision we have taken over the years. Because, you see, let us come back to family, institution of the family. In a family, there is a husband and wife, and there is a siblings that constitute the nucleus of our any given society. So, the family run by the husband and then wife together. Along with it, that is the structure of the family. So in the political hierarchy or any other social hierarchy, woman representation is essentially required. But women being weaker than the men, they could not win the desired election by their own, especially in Naga society. So reservation necessity was arisen. Initially, I was of the opinion that there should be 33% reservation mandatorily for any political party. That will be more logical and more natural. Supposing you belong to XYZ party, your party should keep reservation, 33% reservation mandatorily. So you will be automatically supported by one political party you belong.
Yes.
So that may be permanent also. But present arrangement, it is very, very temporary. It is only for one term. It will be shifting from one ward to another. Next election, like that. It will be rotating. No ward is permanently reserved for women. But if 33% reservation is affected on all the political parties, then the 33% women representation in the House will be a reality. It will be a reality. Party ticket will be given on the basis of 33% reservation. Like that I was thinking. But now that law has been enacted, therefore we have to go along with it. And then whether the women candidature are pushed or by their own politician, I am not fully aware about that, but I am for it that the 33% women reservation has to be there.
Yes, considering that the last general elections, we have two women also in the cabinet. I mean, in the form of advisor, Hekani, and minister. Also, two women for the first time. And now the ULB, we will have a lot of women leaders. Does that change the whole scenario of the politics of Nagaland? Having women leaders, do you think it changes not just socio-political?
Let us see. Let us put it this way. Let us first experience the first reservation experiment.
Are you calling it an experiment for now?
in the form of experiment.
Okay.
Let the election be over, then the woman reservation of 32% be there in every houses. Then let us see their performances. Only after that we'll be able to make a proper assessment.
So, sir, now on another topic, I'm going to take the advantage of meeting you and then talk about certain things also. You have spoken a lot on the FMR.
Okay.
Okay, Wang now.
Yeah, because he was 8 times, 8 times or 7 times MLA in the House. One of the most veteran experienced politician, and then legislature, senior most. So he is capable, because of his capability, their people have been electing him. That is his quality. So that is that. But I am talking about the EMPO leadership. They were complaining that even chief minister was not given to us. This is a childish talk, I say. We have supported you. You people, you yourself have supported others.
Yes.
That is my argument.
And what about this recent development of, again, another veteran politician of the NDPP, Tokyo Yeptomi, leaving the party, resigning from the party? Tokyo, the former Rajya Sabha MP.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, why do you think that happened? Why?
Let him, you ask him, you ask him. Please don't ask me about that. Please.
What about you, sir? Would you be on the same boat till?
I'm in the PGB.
Yes. So, would you?
Taking advantage of your question, last year, innocent IM accused me of this nasty thing, na? PGB. তুমি PGB defect করেছি, defect করে. Sala, when do I defect that? I resigned Imkong Imchen, resigned from the membership of the Nagaland Legislative Assembly. Honorable Speaker of the Assembly accepted my resignation. Only then I joined the BGP. I never joined BGP as an MLA. I joined only as a simple citizen of India. Then I got elected from BGP. Of course, you were against me even during the election. I am people. You were against my candidature. But my people said no, he will represent us. So that was the story. So I was one who resigned my membership of the Nagaland Assembly, and Honorable Speaker of the House accepted my resignation. I was free from all encumbrances, legal encumbrances. Then only I joined PGB. I have a right to join any party as a free man. So that is the story, factual life. Now, defecting to other party, I don't think there is any reason. So I should not be defecting. You see, as a MLA, even as an intending candidate, while filing our nomination papers, we have been taking oath under the Constitution of India, Article 197, I think. Then after having elected, we have taken oath as a member of the House in the name of God. I have been taking my oath in the name of God over the years to abide by the Constitution of India and to defend its integrity of India. And as a minister, even as an advisor, I have taken oath. So all the 60 members who have taken oath with solemn affirmation or in the name of God. We have taken our allegiance, obedient allegiance to the Constitution of India. So we are Indians. We are Indian citizens. We are a bona fide member of the Indian citizens.
Right.
We have accepted the Constitution of India by fact. And now if you talk something else, you are international. I'm very simple, but I wanted to be very honest with my people. Therefore, whether on political issue or social issue, any other relevant issue, you should not be misleading your people. You should not miseducating your people under any circumstances. To speak the truth as Jesus has said in the St. John chapter, truth is bitter, but it shall make you free. To speaking truth, there is nothing wrong. Rather, it makes your mind free.
Coming back to the ULB again, the urban local body elections. We have the 33% women now for the reservation, but then we see, of course, very delighted. Many women are coming forward and running for the local elections. But do you think now with this 33%, men are backing? It is just a ploy, a decoy, a puppet. Women are just being pushed into the local body because they have higher chances of winning than the man behind. Because I see a lot of men who are pushing their wives or sisters or daughters, also nieces, to go to the elections.
In the present
ULB.
that I will not be able to tell you the exact position, whether she was forced upon or she was voluntarily taken decision on her own volition. But in principle, women reservation is a deserving decision we have taken over the years. Because, you see, let us come back to family, institution of the family. In a family, there is a husband and wife, and there is a siblings that constitute the nucleus of any given society. So, the family run by the husband and then wife together. Along with it, that is the structure of the family. So in the political hierarchy or any other social hierarchy, woman representation is essentially required. But women being weaker than the men, they could not win the desired election by their own, especially in Naga society. So reservation necessity was arisen. Initially, I was of the opinion that there should be 33% reservation mandatorily for any political party. That will be more logical and more natural. Supposing you belong to XYZ party, your party should keep reservation, 33% reservation mandatorily. So you will be automatically supported by one political party you belong.
Yes.
So that may be permanent also. But present arrangement, it is very, very temporary. It is only for one term. It will be shifting from one ward to another. Next election, like that. It will be rotating. No ward is permanently reserved for women. But if 33% reservation is effected on all the political parties, then the 33% women representation in the House will be a reality. It will be a reality. party ticket will be given on the basis of 33% reservation. Like that, I was thinking. But now that law has been enacted, therefore we have to go along with it. And then whether the women candidature are pushed or by their own politician, I am not fully aware about that. But I am for it that the 33% women reservation has to be there.
Yes, considering that the last general elections, we have two women also in the cabinet. I mean, in the form of advisor, Hekani, and minister. Also, two women for the first time. And now the ULB. We will have a lot of women leaders. Does that change the whole scenario of the politics of Nagaland? Having women leaders, do you think it changes not just socio-political?
Let us see. Let us put it this way. Let us first experience the first reservation experiment.
Are you calling it an experiment for now?
In the form of experiment.
Okay.
Let the election be over, then the woman reservation of 33% be there in every houses. Then let us see their performances. Only after that we'll be able to make a proper assessment.
So, sir, now on another topic, I'm going to take the advantage of meeting you and then talk about certain things also. You have spoken a lot on the FMR, time and again. The free movement regime, the cancellation of the FMR, and the fencing of the border with Myanmar. And you have said it should be done. And so, but then that has really angered many people, especially the eastern Nagaland, the ENPO area. So, can you just explain to us again why it should be done? And you are stopping the freedom, because we have had a long history with Myanmar. The people living at the borders are united, the Nagas of both sides. Why should we stop that? That is mostly we're going to, disunite everybody in the border.
Okay, allow me to go back to our history a little bit.
Okay.
I always give credit to our beloved leader, Ankami Zabubizo. It was, I should say, it was Azad Bizo, personal handiwork of uniting the Nagas. To me, I feel sometimes he was one generation ahead of his own generation in the leadership skill or whatever. There was no Nagas as such before Zabubizo. There was Angami, there was Ao, Sima, like tribe names were there. But Naka as a whole was not there prominently. But it was Zabubizo who conceived the idea of Naka as one. Jawaharlal Nehru in his administration was caught, I think was caught unexpectedly. 1951, Naka Village Chief Convention here in Kohima.
Okay.
It was organized by Zabubizo personally. The delegates, they came by walking all over Nagaland. They came by walking now. Were more than 1,200 something here in Kohima. Government of India got shocked, literally shocked. How come Zabubizo could organize such a big meeting and well-represented meeting? So, of course, in that meeting, they have decided that they should conduct for plebiscite. So, Naga independent issue. They have conducted the plebiscite. Plebiscite also was successful more than they have estimated. Government of India has to acknowledge it. It was a big thing. Then, at that time, the Tunsang area, at that time it was only Tunsang district, no? Including Mon was in Tunsang district. Tikko River, beyond Tikko River. It was under Nifa. Zabubizo knows it. Constitutionally and by law, Government of India could not cross the Tikko River at that time, 1955-56. Zabubizo knows it thoroughly. So he was in Sangfor village in 1956, I think. 55, early 55. From there, he established a federal government. Indian military operation started from 1955. They wanted to arrest Sabubizo, but it was beyond India border. So Sabubizo could not be arrested. Then later on, 1957, he came from there. Then he went down to Dhaka, Karachi, and then London. He never came back. But he set the imagination of a free Nagaland during his short stay in Nagaland. So till today, it is still going on. Of course, because of Bizo's long absence from the homeland, the NNC leadership became astray. Then the evil of tribalism crept in the leadership of NNC. They have set up NNC, they have set up federal government. It's two in one, huh? Federal government and then NNC are two in one. One is political party, other is his own government. In DBB, NSPT government, something like that. In DBB is a political party, BGP is a political party, government is the own government. So federal government belongs to NNC. It's a NNC property. That is the constitution of NNC. So even in the federal government, this evil of tribalism was massively played, and the NNC also. So that way decay started, split after split. Later on in the 80s, the NSN came into being, but it was an offshoot of Shillong Accord. When Shillong Accord was signed, Zabubizo was alive in London. His opinion was short, whether he endorsed it or rejected it. He never made an official reply. In logic, silent means agreeable, consented. He keeps silent. That means he consented, which is a very unfortunate stigma. Too controversial. then the Thailing Moiba and then the Isakchi Shiso. Both of them were office bearer in the Nagaland National Council. I think, according to your NSM manifesto, 1980, they have written 2 letters to Zabobisa. He has refused to reply. So they formed NSN. Now NSN has split it into, I cannot count, there are 36 leaders of the EBC. 36 is almost complete. So I was writing in the social media, jokingly, that if they finish this alphabet, 36 alphabet, they can start 1, 2, 3,
Numbers.
up to 100.
That's better.
Then X, Y, Z. Like that, no? Because the so-called Naga underground or Naga freedom fighters, they are not Naga freedom fighters.
Yes.
They are mafias. Individual mafias, social mafias.
Coming back to
It is not taxation, it is extortion. Illegal extortion, punishable under the law. If there is a living government, they should deal with it.
yes, coming back to the FMR, sir, the why
Why there should be a free movement regime?
cancellation of that?
You see, I think we have to focus the whole party politics together. India is emerging economy in Asia dominant
Largest democracy.
and largest democracy in the world. And other side of the Himalaya range, there is China, the biggest population in the world. These are the 2 economies who are going to be economic rivals even in the days to come. Economic rivalry is converting into political rivalry, even resulting into military conflict. Now, if you look in the Myanmar government, it is China's proxy government only. Naturally, China doesn't want India to have a peaceful sleep even a single night. On the Western Front, there is a Pakistan. They wanted to penetrate even inside the Dhaka government, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sikkim, everywhere. Under that given situation, what you are talking about free movement regime? Are you a realist or philosopher? That is one. If you are a realist, don't talk about FMR. Don't imagine. There are some people, officials in the Ministry of Home Affairs. They got retired, but they are the one who sits up conflict, I should say. Even the EMBO issue, free movement regime, all these are connected, really connected. And I should say,
It's okay, sir.
Asan.
We can.
So, that's how related. You have taken oath under the Constitution of India in the name of God. I myself also, I have taken oath in the name of God during the last 5 elections. I purposely taken my oath in the name of God. So I should be honest to my Constitution. I should be defending the Constitution of India. and I should be truthful and honest to the Constitution of India. After having taken oath, after assuming office, why are you talking a double tongue, double standard? Here you are in Naga nationalism. You see, if government of India doesn't love the Nagas, you will grant Naga independence even tonight, even today. You just imagine, government of India will set Nagaland as an independent country. You give recognition. From tonight, bloodshed will start here in Kohima. Because we love tribalism more than our sovereignty. One tribe will go tonight, another tribe will go tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, tea time, another tribe will continuously every day to one or more than one go in the free Nagaland. Bloodshed after bloodshed. Yeah, only when a Havildar, constable, whatever. Once you have a AK-47, you will go it. You will fire. And then Italian Naga people will cry to government of India. Please take away this independence. Please, let me be Indian Union again. Government of India will say that time, no, government of India doesn't interfere in other countries' internal affairs. We will not interfere.
And that will be the end of Nagaland, we should say. Right.
So,
But do you, yeah, but with the fencing of the border, then we will have nowhere to go.
Therefore, I should say the freedom, free movement regime, FMR, so-called FMR, it should be scrapped and thrown to the dustbin. It should be forgotten. Boundary fencing should be done immediately. Up to the 50 feet height. Up to the 50 feet height.
I'll just interrupt you there, sir. We are saying that we want our sovereignty and everything, and then also and fence the border. So this is, and then now the government of India, they're not going to take us back if we start a bloodshed here in the state. And then there's the border 50 feet high. Where will we Nagas go? What is going to happen? For the ones who don't want bloodshed, who want peace, and the friendship that we had with the Myanmar border, the villages, if we are going to fence that, where will...
You see, this is Henry McMahon. Before British people leave India, they have commissioned him. United Nations also commissioned him. Then the boundary between India and China, and then the neighboring countries were done. China also never accepted. India also never accepted McMahon that line. No? But they have never, both the parties have never rejected either. Okay. Why they should reject? Why they should accept? No? Logic, political logic. So no country has accepted, nor rejected. Silent means equivalent, isn't it? So all the countries, neighboring countries, keep silent. So McMahon Line is an accepted international boundary. Now India wanted to move beyond McMahon Line. United Nations will come over the head of India. Any country try to encroach, international community will jump on its head. And therefore that is the institution of international boundary. Naga people wanted to annex this Myanmar land. There is no wrong. That is only a wishful thinking. You have your opinion, and you have a right to your opinion. It's okay. You have not broken any law. but don't go beyond the perimeter of law. Naga insurgents are everywhere. Government of India knows. Don't create problem. That is the passionate policy of the government of India. Boundary should not have fence. Why? Tell us the reason. Why? I see no reason why boundary should not have fence. I see no reason whatsoever why boundary should not have fence in a permanent structured manner. 50 feet high, it does.
Then the whole border areas should be fenced. Is that what you're saying with the international border?
Yeah, India. Trouble areas should be properly fenced. The Union government under the Constitution of India, they have the instrument to make necessary local adjustment. And then state government recommendations should also be taken into consideration by the Union government. It is there in the Constitution. And the Assembly also we have not totally passed a resolution opposing the fencing or time.
Yes.
We simply stated in the principal line. In the principal line. Yes, but on the ground, actual ground, necessary internal adjustment has within the competency of the Union government and the recommendation of the state government, which cannot be included in the resolution. It is there in the Constitution, it is there in the rules, so it is a known fact. As in when fencing work start, naturally, Union government will consult with the state government and in total the cooperation and then agreement with the state government, they are going to do it, not imposing on it.
But what about the ones who have been living peacefully in the border? In fact, our own in Longwa as well, the Ang has been living peacefully.
Why is the location okay? It is only a location, one location. It can be easily settled.
As an example, sir, like they are living peacefully. We don't hear of any bloodshed or certain. Of course, it's there. Little mishaps must exist, I would say.
It's okay. These are not cognizable things. But India, Myanmar boundary should be fenced properly. And I feel it should be done immediately. It should be done immediately. If India and Nagaland is a legally bounded entity, a state, it should be fenced. Boundary is a legal requirement.
That will definitely disunite almost, the whole.
Unfortunate maybe for somebody, fortunate for somebody, but the boundary has to be there. It has to be there. We have to be realistic. So many armed Naga and Krom people are moving daily across the so-called boundary. It should be fenced. And then trucks. Drugs movement is also illegal. It is also illegal. Some people are saying that it is not coming only from northeast. It is coming even from the east. From the west also it is coming, but from the east it is also coming. Anything coming is illegal.
Yes.
This is fairness. If I kill only murder one person, that cannot be condoned. You have murdered 10? I have murdered, so he murdered only once, he is condoned. No, law cannot go like that. Drugs are coming from eastern, northeast, western also, eastern also, over the seas also, but all are illegal. In the eyes of law, all are illegal. So two fronts, no? Insurgency movement and drugs movement. Both are illegal.
Yes, definitely these are illegal, but there is law enforcement, and that this is happening everywhere, sir. All these illegal activities are going on everywhere, but there are forces to handle and stop and control these things. But we seem to be taking it more extreme measures to
Please
stop it, sir.
let me not make comment on this.
You can, sir. It's okay, sir. Free movement regime. अपनी भी निजर- You can use yourself
No,
as
no,
a
no, no.
free will,
Country
sir.
law and order thing is not with me. Law and order thing is not with me. I am not a minister. I am only an advisor who doesn't have constitutional mandate to make policy announcement.
But in your personal opinion, if you were not an advisor,
I will enforce law. According to my mandate, I will enforce the law.
moving along, sir, recently to a news media outlet, KL Chishi, the former chief minister of Nagaland as well as Congress member, said that there should be only two factions in Nagaland. Do you have anything to say on that? And what is your opinion on that?
I don't know whether on what context Uncle Chishi has spoken that there is a requirement to have two factions. Shall I put that way?
Yes, sure.
I don't think that's so. I don't think it is a requirement. I was listening to his interview. He said that there should be only two factions. Zabubizo faction and then the Muiba and Isak faction. I don't agree. Why there should be faction at all, that is my standpoint. 1951 plebiscite organized by Zabubizo as the president of the National Council. He organized NNC and there we took the plebiscite. The decision was taken in 1951. Then plebiscite was also conducted in the same year. So that is the original and only decision Naga people has collectively met. After 51, there came this 1975 Shillong Accord. Here, Moiba and then Isaac, they were 100% right. It was a total sellout. If you go through carefully on the text of the Shillong Accord, 1975, there is no word as political in that Shillong Accord, so-called Shillong Accord. Naka political issue. Itu mention kurai na ito. Naka accepted constitutional media in their own volition. Finish. The trusting people of that thing were also doesn't have political imagination. It was under the Lal Prasad Singh, LPC commander at Shillong. Shillong was the capital of some at the time. Mekhalai was not there, and therefore it was called so-called Shillong Accord. It was a Naka Shillong Surrender Accord.
Okay.
I call it that way now. I was doing my college here in Guayama College. We were damn angry. In other words, it should be called Shillong Naka Surrender Accord. And because of that, this Tej Moiba and then Isak Chishiso. Isak Chishiso was the vice president of the NNC. They were in Lhasa. So they split the NNC and then formed NSN. Then again, the NSN was made into 1,000 factions. Now it is only a mafia, individual mafia, unlawful activities. NSN IMT have successfully entered into agreement in the form of framework agreement 2013, I think. 13. They themselves jeopardized it, accusing Iron Rabi and Kamra India that they are backtracking in public place. I was cautioning them. It's a delicate negotiation, so you should not speak so much in the public domain. If there is any discord or disagreement over the nouns and verbs of the document, it should be within the framework of the negotiation table, but not outside. That was my point. And my suggestion to Naga people was, we have to adopt a flexible diplomacy in the spirit of give and take. It cannot be a winner takes all situation. We are negotiating with the government of India. They are the bigger power. We have the determination power, but they are the granting power. There is difference between the two. And therefore, we should adopt a give and take flexible diplomacy, I call it. Flexible diplomacy, like what Lord Wellesley has done when he was a Governor General in India. That was my standpoint, and still I hold very strong about that. Faction will not bring us any good. They are claiming legitimacy over others, but they are only bringing destruction and then disunity among us. I should speak with due apology from all the personalities. Even in our fourth estate, if there is anybody who wanted to establish his own faction, British people will go first and then magnify it. Not intentionally, but by your TV interview or newspaper interview, and through that interview, they are giving due recognition, magnifying it. Actually, most of these factions are individual mafia, criminal outfit. And then what kind of Naga freedom they are going to talk anyway? We're all Nagas. Yeah, after I form my own faction, can I talk Naga freedom? No shame, oh man. One should not think of, one should not imagine. You see, Nagas to be within the Union of India is the best solution to me.
Give me a very valid reason that the people of Nagaland will believe this.
Naga people, we worship, we practice tribalism as more than Jesus Christ. We believe in it, tribalism now. Killing, you just look at the underground groups, Naga underground groups. It is a tribal pest, tribalism. Even in the state government, there is a tribalism. Even in the Naga underground outfit, here there is a plenty open tribalism. What kind of independence you are talking? If this is the trend, if this is the thing that Naga people love, then better shun out your talk of independence.
Do you think there's a lot of hypocrisy also in terms, like, for example, sir?
No, I don't agree to that. There is no word lot. No? In everything, there is tribalism. Let us put that way. In everything, there is tribalism. Evil of tribalism. In preconceivable thing. There is tribalism within the Naga society, and therefore, forget about independence. Let us talk about tribalism. That is my standpoint. Okay. And you forget about AK-47 also. You see, and then you form one faction, start extorting money. Open robbery, oh.
So
Blind shot.
that's very true. And then I was just asking you, sir, hypocrisy in terms of now we have underground people going for elections.
Yeah.
But then they're fighting for the freedom of Nagaland, but they want to participate in elections.
And then another funny thing is, many of these underground cutters are government employed. And there is also more than one department. I don't know.
Who is keeping a check on all this?
I don't know how this PNER department are handling it.
Okay, so then why is there no check on all this? What is the government doing? I want to know.
That's what I'm asking. What PNER are doing? How are they handling it? Because many of them are underground cutters. Hustling AK-47, 9mm, and so on and so forth. Still they are throwing carbon salary.
And they are PNER.
And PNER शुक्ल, they call it PIMS card, na? PIMS.
Yeah, PIMS, yes.
Kini ka shukra है तो. ना कुरा नहीं. Nukuri dolop to netivo lagi no है. Kini ka है.
So you are saying that there should not be any factions in
There is no any faction.
And the people must unite with the government of Nagaland.
But I rather think that if Naga people wanted to worship tribalism, Peter gave up talk of Naga independence.
So finally on this topic, why the delay in the Naga political issue? The delay, is this a tactic of who? Is it
the principle, the negotiating group is innocent. I am. What they are doing now? They are still against Imkong Imchen. Or they are thinking other thing also. They must be thinking only for Imkong Imchen. No shame. Who am I after all?
Okay, sir. So
I am a small guy, a humble village boy from Amatom Posti. Rusted politician. All mortal.
So the political issue, the peace process, the whole solution that we have been waiting for all these decades.
I should say, instead of Naga political settlement, we have settled in Naga tribalism once for all. So no anything. Even in underground setup, there is a obvious tribalism display. Nah. I think to speak out the truth is something interesting. Even in underground setup, there is plenty of tribalism openly. Are what freedom you are talking? I'm talking about freedom from tribalism.
Okay. First, we need to handle that.
Clean our domestic, clean our kitchen first, then talk about others. Nah, that is my logic. Let us clean our house first.
Okay. So, final question on a light note. Why do you think you have received so much of backlash on social media? Is it because you are BJP? Or is it because you speak the truth? Or is it because of tribalism?
All are put into one.
Okay, all three.
Because I have an independent mind. And I fear not speaking the truth. I will prevail. Finally, I will be prevailing.
Okay. So, how long, sir, do you are in this political career spanning over many decades now, sir? If I may ask, how many years?
Uh, Almost 50 years I'm in public life.
So, do you think now you want to quit politics? Is it
Yes.
in your...
Yeah. Election politics, especially I wanted to give up.
Okay. When might, so you want to just relax now?
After the present term, I may take a holiday.
Okay.
Election politics, electoral politics. No?
Electoral politics, yes, of course.
I thought I have given my service, so I wanted to divert things. But as far as I'm alive, I will not be shy of speaking the truth.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
So that was Imkong Imchen, the advisor for IPR as well as soil and water conservation. And we spoke at length about many topics which range from the ULB elections to the recently concluded Lok Sabha elections and the BJP, which he is from, the party BJP, and as well as the FMR, where he's been really vocal lately in the media as well. Now, his career has spanned for almost 50 years, and what he is saying is that Nagaland and the people of Nagaland has to free themselves from tribalism and think about they are more into tribalism instead of their own sovereignty. Esther here with camera person Moa for Nagaland News Network.